All right, we are in the leather shop. I'm going to cut a couple of sheaths out. One for the sharp finger and one for the BC Special. And I'm gonna try something new. Oh, good Lord. Man, 3 cups of coffee and I'm still yawning. I'm gonna try, well, I'll just have to show you. I'm trying something new with punching my holes, my stitching holes. And I'm trying to get the holes on one side to come out in the stitching groove on the other side. And so far it's like 50-50, you know. I 50% of the time it works and the other it doesn't work. And it's the back side of the sheath, so it's not so terrible. But it's just one of them little things I want to fix. And then I can move on the other thing that I want to fix, you know. Like for instance, I want to alter all my sheaths where they don't have this fold over tang, where I just sew a loop on the back. I just think it looks better. And there's 2 ways of doing that that I want to experiment with. But it's going to require some major reconstruction of my sheath. So that's down the road. Right now I'm going to work on my sewing, and I'm going to punch my holes on either side of the leather and then fold it and hope I can make them line up. So that's the problem, making the holes line up when you fold it in half. All right, let me get to tracing and cutting out. All right, before I get started, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I have learned about working with leather. First, your tools got to be sharp. Sharp, sharp, sharp. The knives that you cut the leather with, sharp. The groover, sharp, very sharp. And the way I do it is I put it on a buffing wheel with some compound and I buff it sharp. Your stitching, lacing chisels, well, stitching chisels, lacing chisels are different. I buff them on my buffer, and I keep them as sharp as I possibly can and smooth all the rough edges out, because they're machined kind of rough. These are the cheaper Chinese ones. I have some good ones, but I need this is the 4mm, and I broke the 2mm, I broke the 2-prong 4mm. So I can't use it until I, you know, replace it. So I'm using these 5mm ones. They're Chinese and they're not terrible. And as long as I'm careful with them, I don't think I'll break the teeth off of them. Okay, that's the first thing I've learned. Keep everything sharp. Second, no matter how clean your hands are, you know, I wash my hands constantly, because when you touch leather, it picks up your fingerprints. And then when you dye it, you can see where your fingerprint left a print and a dye wouldn't stick. So I'm gonna have to start wearing rubber gloves. I hate wearing rubber gloves because I can't feel anything. Anyway, that's it. Okay, keep all your stuff sharp. Keep your hands clean. Don't let the leather come in contact with anything that will prevent the dye from sinking in. So here we go. I'm fixing to start. How could you go wrong with a movie that's got Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and John Dukes of Hazzard Schneider? Okay, this is what I mean by trying something new. I got exactly 40 holes here, and exactly 40 holes here. And let's see, what next? I think I'm gonna dye it. Oh, maybe I won't dye it. I gotta glue in my webbing. Oh yeah, I did something I don't usually do, which is cut some grooves here so when you fold it over, it's a little bit easier to adjust to match these holes up. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and glue this side on, and then knock my holes through it. And then I'll go ahead and dye it. Yeah, dye it, because I still got to fold that over and sew it and all that. All right, we're almost there. Okay, so here's the secret. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Now, I punched the holes on both sides, and I actually punched too many holes. I should have stopped, like, see where the first hole is, and then the second hole, the third hole is where I should have stopped. I mean, the second one's good because I still got webbing in there, but I'm going to go ahead and sew the first hole, but I didn't need the first hole. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, so I'm going to give this just a little more time to dry, and then I'm going to dress my edges. And then I'm going to do a fade. I know it's not sewed yet. I'm going to do my fade. And then when that dries, I'm going to use white thread on this. For some reason, I just think white thread is going to look nice on a, since this is such a dark, here, let me get it out of that incredible, I'll put it over here in the more daylight. So it will lighten it up as it dries. It will lighten up where those stamps are. The dye tends to take a little longer to dry, but you see the edge here. Oh, by the way, this is sold. This knife is sold. So, so here you go. I think I'm gonna give this a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to clean this edge up real good, dress it, dye it, do my fade, and then I'm going to sew it. So we'll have this done in just a little bit, and then I'm going to start working on the this one. And we've already the Steve in Poughkeepsie. We've discussed what color he wants. Remember the red and black that I did the other day for the exact same handle. Basically, it's, you know, on a different knife, but it was a dinner skinner, and I did a reddish dye with a black fade and red thread. Well, I'm going to do that on this here. I really like that. That come out so freaking nice. The guy didn't really like it, so I darkened it. David, he works with my friend David, and David brought it back to me. Yeah, I told the guy, no problem. If you don't like it, I can darken it up. And that's what I did. I filled my little airbrush up here with some black, and I darkened it up some more, and he was happy with it the second time, so I'm glad. Oh, okay, let's get a cup of coffee. Well, it's working. Working great. Just perfect. I can't believe it's taken me this long to figure this out. All right, I'm not even halfway done with the sewing. I did get the fade on, though. My wife loves these darker ones. And the wood is dark, so it'll go great. My edge probably needs another little waxing and another coat of dye, but the edge is coming out great. All right, let me finish sewing this. Do a little bit of work on the edge, and this one will be done. Then I'll start working on that one. And tomorrow I will sharpen these knives, and they'll be ready to be shipped on Tuesday, because Monday is a holiday. Okay, I'm very happy. This came out exactly how I hoped it would. There's my little logo. All that stitching fell right in the groove. Edge is looking good. Okay, I like it. Now I'm going to do this sharp finger sheath the exact same way, and this is the way I'm going to do my sheaths from now on. Oh yeah, I'm really happy with that. Okay. Well, this new method I have, it's not my method, it's a method I found on YouTube. That's the way I'm going to start doing it from now on. It's much more, it's difficult. It is harder, but look at the difference in sewing. My wife noticed it right away. The stitches look better. Everything is in the groove. I'm really happy with it. Okay, I will ship both of these Tuesday, and tomorrow I will sharpen them. I'm going to leave these in the sheaths overnight so the leather will get used to them. This is just some fuzz from a new polishing, a buffing rag I got out there that I used to buff the edges with. Okay, that's it for me. Have a good Sunday, yo.
She's usually laying.
Okay, I'm going to show you something
Beautiful.
cute, cute, cute. Okay, look, you see that tree stump right there?
She sits there so she can see in here to see what we're doing.
What a beautiful little animal, huh?
Yeah, she's starting to look like an adult. The rest of them, after they eat, they're gone. She pretty much hangs out.
Yeah, this is her stomping grounds now.
Oh, yeah.
Breezy, don't you get to making noises.
She's looking at something.
Yeah. That's funny that that's her perch.
Yep, every morning. If she's not laying over here by the front porch, that's where if she knows I'm coming out, that's where she gets. But most of the time, she lays up here by the porch to aggravate Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy's not happy with these foxes being around.
Well, it's not that. She's not happy because they get food.
And they're not afraid of her. So that's really making her unhappy that they're not afraid of her. As one of them, I think it's this one, follows Lucy around the yard.
Yeah, like 2 feet from her. And it really bothers Lucy because this is her yard. And here's something. That fox, I can go outside and I can walk right past her. And if you go out that door, she's gone.
Yeah. Pretty.
I'm mama.